It seems like Marvel Studios is already determined to make the world of Shang-Chi its own corner of the MCU, because it sounds like there is already a spin-off TV series in development for Disney+. So as of right now, with anything Disney+, Marvel Studios, or what might be announced, this, for right now, is a rumor, up until it's officially confirmed. We've recently learned that there was a couple series that were already in development that had to be scrapped for unforeseen circumstances, or circumstances just out of everybody's, hands because of life. So this could always be something that maybe is in development or being discussed right now, but doesn't end up happening or changes what the end result or end product is. With that in mind, yes, we are talking about a 10 Rings MCU series that would focus on, well, exactly what it sounds like. It would focus on the 10 Rings. Essentially, Shang-Chi, he is over with the Avengers now. Here's what he's doing. Now, what exactly are the 10 Rings doing? What's going on in that corner of the world? What's happening with that castle that we saw at the end that Shang-Chi's sister, Xiaolin, is doing? What's she doing with the new 10 Rings? How is she running this new empire? Are they going to become more prominent as villains in the MCU or in the more street-level aspect of it? Is she going to try to reform them in some way? There's a lot to be explored here. And I think with that, you can kind of start to see how maybe this series could stand on its own without having to connect to everything every week, because it's in a different corner of the world. And you can really explore the rise of the new 10 Rings and what they mean, and maybe how they're presented to the MCU as opposed to what Wenwu was doing the entire time, and how he just sat back and decided to let them fade into obscurity to the point where he was like, I don't care if people are using my name or the 10 Rings for their own agenda. It probably looks like she wouldn't allow that, and she's also pretty headstrong and has her own ambitions. I think that's a good way to put it, that might necessarily not be all villainous. So exploring that while we get more Shang-Chi over on the proper MCU team-up side of things, and then eventually when we get to the sequel, tying it all the way around and seeing this organization suddenly be bigger. I mean, maybe she works with people over in Madripoor, or can somehow fund the Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers or whatever they want to set up, and have her be this, look into a different side of the MCU and different side of crime syndicates, which gets me excited because that was one of my favorite parts of Shang-Chi, was seeing this corner of the Marvel Universe we've never seen before, even at a more street level in relation to these tournaments that they're doing with superpowered people. That's awesome. So more of that would be welcome in my opinion, and I hope this is true.